You didn't record.
Oh, I haven't. Well, I am recording on one.
We didn't record on that.
Now I am.
Why are you not being recorded?
Oh, for crying out loud. What's going on here?
You didn't hit the other record button. Look. You have to just click on yours right there.
Get out of here. It's on video.
So
Neither one was going.
So mean. Yes, mine was recording.
No, but forget it. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. You couldn't even hit the button.
You push my buttons.
I do push your buttons. It's true.
Push my buttons for years.
But you wouldn't have it any other way. Have your buttons pushed by me.
Happy anniversary this week.
It's very exciting. It's a very exciting week.
This will get released on... We're recording on a Wednesday. It'll get released on a Thursday. And the 1 year anniversary of Raising 8.
A couple of sinners trying to raise saints.
That was well done. It took us a year, but we finally figured it out. It's on
Friday.
June 25th, yes.
This Friday.
Yep, so we're doing a mini episode.
Mini.
Just to
Meaning
talk about
short.
the anniversary. Our real episode for this week is a Facebook Live extravaganza. Friday, June 25th.
Extravaganza.
Over at the Raising 8 Facebook page at 8 p.m. Probably 8 to 9-ish. We have a whole topic and everything because we're not going to make that mistake again.
We're not going to let you all drive the conversation. That was a disaster last time.
We'll allow you to participate.
Yes,
plus,
please participate.
in the comments. Maybe our friend Travis will visit again. But yeah, 1 year.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I still feel young.
I
mean, I'm
Sure, you turned 40.
I'm 1 year older.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
turn
last year you were
40
in your
over the
30s.
course of this year of podcasting.
So I went and looked, I listened to a little bit of our first episode, and the audio quality was abysmal. It was
Well-
so bad. We've
Well,
come a
just
long
think
way.
technologically how far we've come.
Well, yeah, we have a
We
set
did
up
spend
that,
some money.
Yeah, and we probably could do even more, but it works right now, so
Yeah.
we'll keep doing this. And then we've added video, and we've got a kid screaming at us from down the stairs.
Did I hear mommy?
Yes. Do you think they'll go away?
No, I
Because
doubt
that's
it.
what this is all about,
That's
is
usually
making sure
not-
our kids go away.
That's terrible.
Well, for recording.
That's not what it's all about.
It's for when we record.
A year of no kids bothering us while we record.
So, I mean, what do you think about this? Did it meet your expectations?
I didn't have any expectations.
You had no expectations?
I had zero expectations.
Have
I
you en-
actually. Do
Go
you
ahead.
want me to talk, or
I thought you
is
were
this
done.
like an
I thought you were
interview,
just-
or I just okay? I had some thoughts. I didn't really have any expectations coming in, as I kind of made clear on our first or maybe second podcast that I never really have been a person who listens to a podcast, so I didn't.
You still don't?
No. And so I don't even listen to our podcast. We record it. You listen to it and edit it. And that's
'cause I
it.
have to,
I don't
right.
remember what I said. So I really didn't have a lot of expectation going in, except I know I like you. I know I like talking to you. And I missed our opportunities that we, throughout our life, knowing each other and dating and engaged, like we did a lot of retreats together. We ran a lot of event type of things, talks we were hired to do a lot of talks and things. And over the years, because of your job and my job, and we do a lot of separate ministry now. And so I was excited to have this be something that like we could have together, that we do together on a regular basis. And it has met that expectation
There
for
you
me,
go.
that it has been an enjoyable year, even when we sometimes frustrate each other or put each other on the spot or say things on here that we haven't said yet to each other.
I don't
and
know what you're talking
surprise,
about.
You have no idea because you're the one that does it. But it's been wonderful. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, in some ways, it's like a kickstart to us having the opportunity, hopefully, to do even more work together. Mm-hmm. We just announced on the Facebook page that we're open to taking Raising 8 on the road to do presentations, workshops, maybe nights of prayer and reflection with parents. So if you're interested, reach out to us.
Reach out.
We'd love to take it on the road. And I think we've talked many years about possibility of writing some type of book on Catholic parenting, and just to take what we're doing here in the podcast and put it more in an official book form. So I think that's something hopefully we'll be able to work on. But I've thoroughly enjoyed this. It's exceeded my expectations.
What kind of expectations did you have?
Well, I was confident all we were going to have was 6 listeners, and we do have more than that. So thank you to all of you
for listening,
who've been listening to us, and for those of you who have engaged us on the Facebook page or in a variety of other ways, people we've just talked to who've told us about that they listened and surprised us that they listened.
Yeah.
That's been kind of cool.
It's awesome.
So we really see this as a ministry, as we're trying to just do God's work and to share our journey with folks, because we know how it is. This journey, this great adventure of being parents is not always easy, and it's always good to know, to have people in our lives who we can look to for them to share their experiences of raising kids, especially in particular circumstances. We've benefited from lots of great Catholic parents and Christian parents who have walked the journey with us and shared their thoughts, not putting us down, not saying you have to do it this way, but just good people
just
who
sharing their
propose
experience.
What they've been through and how they handled it. I was just blessed the other day. Somebody I work with was having an issue with sleep patterns with children, and I just offered the idea of, well, how about trying an earlier bedtime? Because I found out the bedtime was a little later for a young one, and I said, try the youngest one, probably putting in bed a little earlier, because that's worked for us in the past. And just found out yesterday, sure enough, it worked. It helped.
That's awesome.
So I think that's kind of why we do this. Is some of it's, a lot of it's spiritual, theological, a lot of it's practical, and we still feel like we're called to continue to do this. And so we're looking forward to year number 2. That was amazing.
Yes.
And I think full disclosure, I just asked Laurie, maybe we can do like our favorite highlight from the year, but because Laurie's never re-listened to any of them, nothing's stuck in her brain.
Nothing, literally.
And I get that, because I do.
You actually
it's like
listen
twice.
to them
I'm doing
because
maybe sometimes 3 times, because if I
you're
do the
editing,
videos.
you do a video.
So
you're
I
like
actually,
processing and going back and laughing like,
Yeah.
oh, that was really funny. And sometimes I will watch the little clip that you'll put on Facebook because it's funny, or somebody laughed at it and I'm like, what was so funny about that clip? And then I see how you edited it or whatever. You highlighted a clip and I'll be like, that was pretty funny or whatever.
and we've tried. I think we've had a lot of funny moments, most of which were unintentional.
Right. We don't plan out anything.
Though we do want to have fun.
Sometimes we plan a topic
You
a
gotta
little
have
bit.
gotta have a sense of humor. And here we go. We've got a visitor here right now.
What do you need to tell us?
I don't want to edit this out. So what's the problem?
Hopefully it's not awful.
I didn't eat any breakfast yet. How can I cereal?
You didn't eat breakfast? It's lunchtime.
Horrible
This is
parenting on
awesome.
display.
This is
This is
perfect.
fantastic.
So you didn't eat when everybody was making toast? Let me ask you a question. When everybody made toast, did you make toast?
No.
This is the life in the half.
Why don't you go get yourself some lunch? Make yourself a snacky lunch. Tim, you want to help too? You want to get some lunch? All right.
All
See ya.
right. Well, that was a guest appearance.
That was
here.
perfect. Perfect, actually, to show just,
Right, and you gotta have a sense of humor.
I went out
It
to
happens.
adoration this morning. It's Wednesday.
And I jumped
I
into
just
work.
left. And he started working, and some kids
And our
just
kids are starving.
don't eat. So, if they were really hungry, they would have eaten something.
That's a good point.
So if you skip
Sometimes
breakfast,
I find they get into
she ate an
with
apple.
the basement.
Actually, she ate an apple.
Oh, okay. But
Wasn't
with the
breakfast,
basement
but she
open,
did have an apple.
since the basement's pretty open, they sometimes find their way down
Oh yeah, and they
and
don't
just
come
get
back
into
up.
their world.
to
and
eat.
every so often I check in and say, "Did you eat yet?" Because I've noticed that, especially Celeste and Kiara,
Yes,
just kind of get focused in on
playing
Legos.
and
So.
So
Well,
anyway,
I had
yes.
I had a lot of memories of this past year, but the one that jumps out the most, and still one of my favorite moments, was the Do Your Duty episode, where we created the whole video game on going to do your duty and finding toilets and bathrooms and
Of course.
restrooms.
Of course, this does not shock
That
me
was
in the
the one
least that your highlight has to do with
But
the
it
toilet.
was one of the funnier moments. I think we had a lot of funny moments, but
We had
that
some
one
funny
to me.
moments.
So, folks, if you didn't I think that's one of our video clips.
I think it's
did.
called Do Your Duty.
Yeah,
actually.
and then you can see it on a Facebook page, or you can go look up that episode. But that was one of our, I think, funnier, spontaneous moments that had us both laughing.
I do have to say, because I feel like we've had a lot of laughs, and I like laughing. Just saying. And it's been fun to be able to laugh, but yet get serious, but also have some laughs in the moment because we're just kind of just being ourselves and just we say crazy things because we're both kind of nutty
We
sometimes.
pledged early on. I think I didn't go back
Yeah.
and listen to the introduction video
When
because
we
that's not
did.
really our first episode.
Yeah.
Episode 0 doesn't count. But I think we did say that was going to be our kind of our motif, that we were just going to be
Roll
two
with
parents.
it.
Yeah, we have topics in mind, but we're just going to talk.
We don't really we don't go back when you edit the video. You're basically just you're not like taking things out. We've never taken anything out of
Well,
it.
the videos are unique.
Oh, the video.
I
No, but I mean the
I
podcast
think
itself.
I've only had to edit one thing out in the entire year.
That was like a long pause.
Yeah,
that we
that
had
was
to go
it.
take care of a child.
Yeah.
So we didn't want
That was
them,
the only
listeners
major editing that I did.
listening to a bunch of dead air
That would've
for
been
a
weird.
long time. But that's it.
No, so I hope, I know we've had, it's funny because we've had different reactions to banter, and we've joked about that in the past. And yes, banter has gotten a little long at times, and sometimes it's short, but part of that is just, I think, is just us being us. And we've been affirmed in that. A lot of people have said they like the banter. As we learned last episode, some people, this is the only way they keep up with us and our lives. And so we get that, and that's okay. But I think the other motivation to that is that we're real human beings and real parents, and we're not robotic, and
Nope.
we don't want to be that
we
way. Yeah.
have issues that come up, like
Yeah.
flooded basements and things of that nature.
That obviously sometimes directly play into our topic that we're about to talk about, sometimes not. But so I don't think we have any big changes in store for year number 2. We were just talking about like topics and stuff, and I think we're just going to continue to do what we've done. Sometimes it'll be topical to what's going on in the world, and sometimes it'll just be like Lori has a little brief Facebook article that she came across that will be our focus for the Facebook Live, and which will be next Thursday's episode. We'll get a week off.
Oh, right.
How
So the
beautiful is that?
Facebook
'Cause
Live
this is gonna go
will
up tomorrow.
on next week as our wow,
Yeah.
look at that. Well, I have to say, when you were telling me what episode we were up to, so 52 weeks in a year, and we had 48 episodes, correct?
Yeah,
So we did 48 episodes in 52 weeks of the year.
correct.
So that's I feel like that was pretty good that we only really had to take 4 weeks
Because we had
off.
the week that you were sick recently, and then we had Christmas we took off. Easter we took off. Easter week, I believe we did.
Holy Week, because we did a Holy Week episode the week before,
Correct.
right? To be able to
So maybe
release
that was 2
week?
weeks.
I
No,
can't
so one
remember.
of those weeks we did though. I forget which one. You're right. One
Anyways,
of those weeks we took
4
off
weeks.
though.
I won't remember the other one.
But that was 3, and I think it was vacation. Okay,
Oh,
we had
yeah.
recorded 1 episode in advance. I don't think we recorded 2 in advance.
Yep.
So we covered because that was early on. We didn't want to have that much of a break. But yeah, that was pretty good.
I thought so.
Yeah. And we've talked about, and I'm blindsiding you right now.
We
Just to
laughed
keep
about
up,
this
just to
because
keep up.
this is what you do.
But no, I was
Go
thinking
ahead,
as we
blindside.
get into the fall, we talked about this past January. We decided against it because we just didn't feel like we had the time. But I'm kind of interested in us doing a small extra episode each week tied to Project Nazareth, doing the weekly readings in advance and just talking about that reading and just literally you and I talking about it, not like looking at the Project Nazareth weekly toolkit, but just to be maybe an extra resource for some parents
Yep.
who are using Project Nazareth. And yes, this is a mini plug for Project Nazareth because we really believe in the work that we're doing in the Archdiocese of Boston, and
We use it
we use it at the parish, and we use it
at
as a
home
family.
and at the parish.
So, but we have heard that some families could use some extra. I know you guys did videos at the parish, but some. So I think
That's
if you're
a great
interested,
idea.
I think it's something
Yeah,
that
I
we
think
might
that would be good.
prepare for and
If I
plan.
wasn't interested, what would happen right now?
I would just do it myself, which would be boring.
No, we seriously? No.
My aunt.
This is the worst. This is why we usually record at night.
We are podcasting right
Say
now.
hi really loud.
Hi. Hi.
Get lost.
Now go upstairs. We'll be up in a
We're
minute.
almost done. Go away, kids.
Up in a minute.
Get lost.
In a minute.
Candy.
No.
Timmy,
For
come
lunch? No.
Timothy, come here. Only because the audience deserves it. Look at that camera and smile.
That's the camera right
The
there.
white light.
The white.
Smile, say hello.
Look to the white light.
Okay, get out. All right, go.
Out.
We're almost done. No.
Out. There's nobody really here. We're recording. I want to say hi to all.
None of you really exist. That which is kind of
It's Wednesday.
it's kind of a weird thing, but it's true.
It's right. I mean, it's literally recording.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, doing that weekly. Yeah.
Yes, if I didn't want to do it, it's too bad. I'd be doing it anyway. No, I do. That does sound like a really good idea, and I would actually appreciate having that to be able to offer as a resource to our parents.
Yeah, I think we do it
at the
exactly.
parish
Yeah, the
who
way we
are
do it. We do a video
doing
version
Sacred
and a
Mysteries
podcast version, and
Yeah.
push it each week on a
Yeah, good.
Monday, or maybe we record on a Monday and we release it on Tuesday, something like that. So it'll be an extra episode each
Is
week.
it possible? I'm going to blindside you with this, but is it possible to be able to put that in a YouTube
Yes,
video
I
form?
already put our videos down on YouTube.
Then I can. Oh, you do?
I do now.
Oh, good. Okay, that's news
I do
to
it
me.
for a very particular. Why am I doing that?
Well, I'd be able to use it on Flocknote if I have
Why
it
did
in
I
a
start that? We have a YouTube
video.
channel now. We haven't really
And
promoted
on the
it.
website, easier than
But why
on
was
Facebook.
I'm trying. I had to do that. I had to
I don't
create
know.
a YouTube channel
I
for
have no
some
idea.
reason.
Okay, we don't need to.
But we have a
don't need to think
YouTube
about
channel
it.
now, by the way, Raising 8 YouTube.
Raising 8 YouTube. Look us up. The same
Give us-
videos,
give
but
us-
you can find us.
give us a thumbs up.
You can find us in one spot.
By the way, in closing,
Yes.
folks, we haven't done this in a while, but if you do listen to us on Apple Podcasts,
Yes, we have not
we
asked.
haven't
We haven't
had
really asked.
we haven't asked in a while, and we haven't
Yeah.
received a 5-star rating. We'll take a 4-star rating.
Sure.
In many months. So if you do listen to us on Apple Podcasts,
It does
please
help us to be able to get
just-
the word out to other
just
people.
take the extra 30 seconds, write a nice comment, or write no comment, but give us a 5-star review. That would be great.
And that does help us to reach,
spread the word.
Reach more people. Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, this is it. This is a special mini episode
Mini
for
episode.
the 1-year anniversary.
So if you're around on Friday night at 8 o'clock and you have nothing to do,
come join us live, because
Just come live.
we will appreciate some feedback in
we
the
like
comments.
feedback. We like questions and things that come in, and we can engage with you and have some laughs with you.
Otherwise, it'll be available, obviously, afterwards on the Facebook page, and we'll post the audio version
To
next
the
Thursday.
podcast
There it
channels.
is. So happy anniversary. It's the middle of the day. Otherwise, we would have had like a glass of champagne or something. Maybe we'll do that for the Facebook Live.
I don't really like champagne.
Neither do I. We'll have like wine or whiskey. Well, listen, folks. Thank you for listening to
Another brief episode of Raising 8.
A Couple of Sinners Trying to Raise Saints.
God bless. I'm hungry.